Hello and welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new NECA Hellraiser Ultimate Pinhead figure. I'm super excited about this, so let's go ahead and spin around and take a closer look. And here is Pinhead out of the packaging. Now he is from the original 1987 movie. Let's go ahead and look at the figure itself first. This is completely updated from the offerings that they had before. I have all of the original NECA Hellraiser series. And they still look great. I never actually took them out of the packaging, but I still think that they were great, especially for that time period, which I think, oh man, was it 2004, 5, 6? I don't know, somewhere around there. They're older, but they're still great. But anyway, this is a completely revamped figure, and hopefully we see other Cenobites done besides Pinhead. That would be awesome for them to revisit that whole set, and even the box sets that they had, which I still have, but it would be cool to see some updated ones. Let's dive into here and check out the revised sculpt, which the likeness is really good. You can see Doug in the sculpt. Unfortunately, the pins are a little bit big, but I mean, it's really hard for them to get them down at this scale. But the sculpt work is great, and I also like the paint app as well. Now with the neck, you're not going to have a whole lot of movement here. It feels like there may be, and there's a little bit. I would also kind of be careful pressing on these guys to move the head, like I was just doing. Probably just do it by the ears if you're going to pose them. But there is some movement here, and just not a whole lot because of his suit. We'll come down here through the chest. Got some nice purple coloring in through here. At the back. Paintwork and sculpt is actually really well done. Don't know if I remember that on the actual, that silver there. What is that? I don't know if I remember that on the 87 Pinhead, but maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Come down through here. Obviously he has ab movement. Not a whole lot, but fortunately this is a soft vinyl, so it does give a bit when you're trying to get them in a pose. One thing that they've done here that I really like is that the string that they use to hold all the tools is very small. In previous figures, it's typically been thicker and it looks not to scale, but they've used a thin string on this figure. What we'll do is I'll show you all the instruments and then we'll put them on them, obviously. But let's check out the shoulder. We have full rotation, and we have 90 degrees, or almost 90 degrees of movement. They do give us a double jointed elbow, which adds lots of articulation, and it's pretty well hidden too. I mean, you can see it like that, but when it's stretched out, there's so much going on with this outfit, and all the black, it kind of covers it up well. Come to the wrist, we have good wrist pivot, and then we have full rotation as well. Come down through the hips. So we have, let's see, pretty good movement through here. I say very good movement, actually. Then we have full 90 degrees here, and it can actually go back more than a human would want to, back this way. Let's lift this up, check out the sculpt work underneath. It is fully sculpted underneath, which is nice. We have single jointed knees though, but they are well hidden. It would be nice if that was a double joint, but not necessary. He doesn't do a whole lot of kneeling down. Some more of the purple theme on the shins. And we'll come down to the ankles, which we have pretty good movement that direction, but moving up kind of wants to fight me. I'm not going to let it win an argument though. Here we go. And then we have, let's see if we have any side to side. Some side to side movement. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and talk about his skirt, I guess we should say. They've gone a different direction here. This is a very soft vinyl material, and it has a wire edge all the way around it, so that way you can kind of get it into the position that you want it in. And in the back here, really kind of what I do is, I've had this open for a couple minutes, just kind of pull this back over here, kind of cover up that seam back there. I can't decide just yet if I like this or if I don't like this. I kind of do like that it's very soft material. You can kind of get it in the look that you want. So I'm going to say for now that I like that. Just not the way it is right now, because it looks like some kind of weird dress or something. I don't know. Maybe something like that better. Okay, moving on to accessories. Let's start with the other head sculpt. Which shows him baring his teeth. He looks super pissed off. I certainly wouldn't want it to be at me. Again, overall, even though the pins are oversized, it still looks good for this scale. We'll swap that on him after we get done looking at all the accessories. Which is, it's a Ultimate, so it comes with a bunch of accessories, which is always nice. We'll start with two different puzzle boxes. One open and one closed. Trying to get the light to reflect the detailing in there, but it looks really well done. I don't know what they do to get it printed in all these nooks and crannies, but it's pretty impressive at this scale. So that is the open one, and here is the closed box. Which looks great. I love these puzzle boxes, by the way. Not this particular one, but like full-size ones. I have a full-size one that's signed by all four of the original Cenobites that I love. It also comes with 4 extra hands. So a couple of closed gripping hands with good paint work and good finger staining on them, so he can wield one of his tools. And then a couple of extra open hands, which aren't much different than the hands that come on the figure, which is kind of curious as to why they included these, because really it's not a whole lot different. But we would kind of do like a side by side. It's really fairly similar. The fingers are kind of a little bit more bent, probably to hold the box a little bit better, but not a whole lot different going on there. And let's go ahead and look at the 3 blades, which they have great paintwork on here and really good staining. I like the blood staining on here. It's so easy for companies to get this where it doesn't look real, but this looks pretty good in my humble opinion anyway. Same thing with this. And this is small, guys. This is like needle size. Got the little hacksaw, and this one's good and bloody. But actually, you know what? It does have a little grooved edge on here. I can feel it. Can't see it, but I can actually feel some texture on here. It would be kind of cool to see a little bit more teeth on the hacksaw blade, but scale wise it's probably pretty accurate because you're not going to see a whole lot of teeth at this size. Alright guys, so I got the tools installed, which installed fairly easily. There's just like a little loop here that you hook the string through, and I got the head sculpt changed out. Gotta say, I don't like this one as much. He might look good if he's like holding the tool or something like that. I might pose him like that real quick for you guys, but be careful when you're swapping out these head sculpts, because there's not really much of a way to grip this thing without smushing these down. So be kind of cautious about that. So let me kind of get him in some poses. I'll do like a couple of quick poses for you guys. You can kind of see him kind of done up a little bit real quick, and then we will do some final thoughts on this guy. Alright guys, so that's about all there is to go over on this Ultimate Pinhead. The swap outs are easy to do. There's not too much fussing with it, and everything holds position well. All the joints seem solid. They hold position well, but also move easily enough where you're not having to fight with it too much. And just be careful when swapping out heads and doing poses with the neck and stuff like that. You really kind of have to grab the head by the ears and kind of maneuver it around to the position that you want, or you'll smush the pins. But all in all, I absolutely love this figure. I think he is great. Hellraiser series is probably one of my favorite horror series, if not the favorite. I would say though, like mainly like the first 3 movies. After that, it gets like really iffy, especially as you go farther along the timeline. But the first 3 movies I really enjoyed a lot. I hope that they have plans to do the other figures. It'd be awesome to have the female Cenobite and Chatterer and Butterball. All those guys would be super awesome. Hopefully they revisit this line. Hopefully that this is just a beginning and there's much more in store for us collectors. As always, feel free to leave any questions or comments that you have on the figure, and I'll be happy to answer them. And also feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.